What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Now in today's video we're taking a look at the best Wrathborn hunt weapons. There are 5 weapons introduced with this new activity, so in this video today we're going to take a look at all of them and the best roles that you're going to need for PvE and PvP. So if you want to know the ones that you want to be chasing down, be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel. And if you're brand new here, I want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, and there's a lot of content coming out right now, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Now upon this week's weekly reset, we got a brand new activity called Wrathborn Hunts. These help drive the main story narrative for Season of the Hunt, and with that they offer new legendary rewards such as the Wild Hunt armor set, but also additional weapons too. Now if you don't have these weapons, you can use the Clip to Live lure to help specify the loot that you want upon completing the Wrathborn hunt. So whenever you're jumping into a new hunt, make sure you choose the right prey mod in order to dictate the loot that you get from completing the activity. So that's how you get your hands on these new legendary weapons, but with that all being said, let's jump in and take a look at each one. Now the first one we're going to take a look at is called the Battue. Now initially this was available on the Season Pass, however you can now obtain it through the Wrathborn hunts as well. This is a legendary power grenade launcher which is an adaptive frame, so it has a well-rounded grip, is reliable and sturdy. Now this grenade launcher is 120 RPM and can hold 6 rounds in a magazine. Now in terms of other similar grenade launchers, this sits in the same category as things like Wendigo, the Interference 6, but also the Edge Transit grenade launcher. Now what you will find with a lot of these Wrathborn hunt weapons is there are new mods introduced with Season of the Hunt, and this grenade launcher is no exception too. Now the Battue has the traditional barrel options available. The top tier one that you want to go for though is Linear Compensator. This provides +5 to your stability, but also +5 to your velocity and blast radius as well. So what that is effectively doing for you is slightly increasing the projectile speed, increasing your blast radius, and slightly boosting your stability too. Now once again we have some traditional options available in the magazine slot. We have Spike Grenades, which is the top tier option here, and this provides +10 to your stability, but also increases the damage on direct hits. A good option though for PvP, if you're looking for one inside Crucible, is Proximity Nades. Whilst this reduces blast radius by 20, but grenades fired from this weapon have increased proximity detection, which is very beneficial inside the Crucible and makes for a much more forgiving grenade launcher. Now in the middle column we have some excellent choices. For PvE, Clown Cartridge is your perk of choice. This is where reloading the weapon randomly overfills the magazine from reserves, allowing for a very overfilled magazine, allowing you to deal immense amounts of damage. If you're looking for the Crucible perks though, you have a few options. You either have Quick Draw, where the weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast, or even Killing Wind, where final blows grant increased mobility, weapon range, and handling for a short duration. Now if you're able to get either of those perks for Crucible, that is a very good role to start with. Now in the final column we start to see some new perks introduced this season. The most top tier option across the board is Wellspring. This is where kills with this weapon generate ability energy. This energy is divided between your uncharged abilities. Now if you think of Demolitionist, which is a very popular perk which grants you grenade energy on kills, this is basically a similar perk. However, this is generating ability energy for all your abilities. Now another really good option here is Chain Reaction, again a brand new perk. This is where each final blow with this weapon creates an elemental damage explosion, so essentially creating Firefly for your grenade launcher. So if you want an add clear grenade launcher, then this is the perk that you need to go for. So all in all, a very good grenade launcher, one that will definitely shine inside PvE for sure, especially with Chain Reaction and Wellspring. 21% of players currently have this, most likely from their Season Pass with Rampage instead. So if you want a better role and gain some of the perks that we talked about today, be sure to jump into Wrathborn Hunts, making sure you've selected the right prey mod based on the content rewards. Now next up we have the Royal Chase. This is a legendary energy scout rifle, again one from the Season Pass initially. This one is a precision frame, so the weapon's recoil pattern is predictably more vertical, and this is a 180 RPM scout rifle with 16 in the magazine. Other scout rifles in a similar archetype are things like the Oxygen SR3, the No Feelings, and also the Nameless Midnight Scout Rifle. Now 44% of players currently have this weapon, again mostly from the Season Pass. Now in terms of barrel options, Fluted Barrel is the top tier choice here, with +5 to your stability as well as +15 to your handling. Other good options are things like Polygonal Rifling. This provides +10 to your stability, and also Small Bore, which provides +7 to your range as well as +7 to your stability stat. In terms of magazine, you have great choices once again. Tactical Mag is the magazine of choice, providing additional +5 to your stability plus 10 to your magazine, and also boosting your reload by plus 10 too. Other good options once again are things like Appended Mag, which increases your magazine size only by plus 20, and if you're looking for the Crucible perk, then things like Accurized Rounds for plus 10 on your range, or Steady Rounds, which provides minus 5 to your range but plus 15 to your stability. Now in terms of legendary traits, we have a handful of options here. In the middle column, Full Auto Trigger System is by far the most popular choice, where holding down a trigger will fire the weapon in full auto. If you're looking for other PvE perks, then it can roll things like Field Prep, but also auto-loading holster, which are very useful inside PvE. For Crucible though, the only real standouts really are no distractions, where aiming the weapon for a short period will reduce flinch, but also Slideways, where sliding partially reloads the weapon's magazine and temporarily boosts its handling and stability. Now in the final column we have a unique option. We have a brand new perk called Fresh. This is where killing combatants with the weapon will generate a small amount of super energy, which is a very strong perk indeed. Other strong options are things like multi-kill clip and quick draw, but if you're looking for the PvE perk, then if you haven't got Fresh, then Dragonfly is another worthy option, and this is where precision kills create a elemental damage explosion, which is fantastic for ad clear. So all in all, an interesting scout rifle. Scout rifles still need a little bit of love inside Destiny 2, but there are at least some unique perks here that may make it worth farming for a unique role. Next up we have the Friction Fire. This is a legendary kinetic submachine gun. Once again, this is precision frame as well, so the weapon's recoil pattern is more predictably vertical. This one is 600 RPM and comes with 26 in the magazine. This one is exclusive to Wrathborn hunts and is not obtainable through your season pass. Other similar submachine guns found in the same archetype are things like the Antiope D, the Every Waking Moment SMG from the Moon, but also the 7th Seraph VY7 submachine gun. Now in terms of barrel and magazine options, the same options are available here than we had on the scout rifles. So things like fluted barrel, hammer forged rifling and small bore are your preferred options here, with fluted barrel providing plus 5 to your stability and plus 15 to your handling. In terms of magazine, Tactical Mag is once again the preferred option, with Appended Mag and Extended Mag as other viable PvE options. Once again, Accurized Rounds and Steady Rounds are your PvP perks of choice, with Accurized Rounds providing plus 10 to your range and Steady Rounds providing plus 15 to your stability with minus 5 to your range. Now, in terms of the middle column, we have some interesting options here. Threat Detector is an underrated perk and a personal favourite of mine on SMGs. This increases your reload, stability and handling when enemies are in close proximity. Other good PvE options though are Subsistence. This is where kills partially reload the magazine from reserves, but your reserves capacity is reduced. Once again, a very popular perk generally. But we also have the option of Field Prep, which increases your ammo reserves, provides a faster reload, stow and ready when you're crouched. In terms of PvP inside the Crucible, you have a few choices. You either have Killing Wind, where final blows grant increased mobility, weapon range and handling for a short duration, which is very strong indeed. But if you're on console, then Zen Moment is also available, and this is where causing damage with the weapon will increase your stability further. Now in the final column we have some very strong choices. Vorpal Weapon is available on this SMG, which will increase your damage against bosses, vehicles and any guardians with their super active. That's very good for both PvE and PvP. Another good option here though is Rampage, where kills with this weapon temporarily grant increased damage, and that stacks up to 3 times. But another unique option introduced again this season is Wellspring, and as we said before, this is where kills with the weapon generate ability energy, and this energy is divided between all your uncharged abilities, and that is a very strong perk for all activities. So all in all, a very interesting submachine gun, one I will most definitely farm a better role for. But be sure to let me know your thoughts on this SMG and any god rolls that you have down in the comment section below. Now our penultimate weapon is Corsair's Wrath. This is a legendary power linear fusion rifle. Once again precision frame, so it fires a long range precision energy bolt, and this weapon's recoil pattern is more predictably vertical. This has a charge time of 533 and comes with 5 in the magazine. Other similar linear fusion rifles in the same archetype are things like the Crooked Fang 4FR, the Komodo 4FR, or even the Line in the Sand back from Season of Dawn. And once again we have barrel options available here. Hammer forged rifling is the preferred choice. It provides plus 10 to your range, therefore improving the aim assist on the linear fusion rifle overall. Other good options though are fluted barrel and small bore once again. In terms of your battery option, you have a few choices. Enhanced battery will provide plus 10 to your magazine size. Ionized battery will reduce your reload speed by 20 points, but increase your magazine by plus 40. Another worthy option though is Liquid Coils. This increases your impact by +10, but reduces your charge time by -10, therefore providing a slower charge time. Again, some unique options in the middle column. We have Firmly Planted as the preferred option, which increases your accuracy, stability and handling whilst you're firing when crouched. Another PvE option though is Outlaw, where precision kills greatly decrease your reload time. But if you're looking for the Crucible role, then things like Killing Wind and Moving Target are available on this linear fusion rifle. In the final column, once again we have some unique options. Fresh is available on this weapon, so that will generate a small amount of super energy on the kills. Other strong options are things like Demolitionist, but also High Impact Reserves, where rounds at the end of the magazine deal more damage. But if you're looking for a good Crucible perk, then Quick Draw is available here, allowing the weapon to be drawn unbelievably fast. So all in all, no real standout perks there. Line in the Sand is probably still the best PvE linear fusion rifle currently available inside the game that hasn't been sunset. But if you have any good rolls or recommendations of rolls, be sure to sound off down in the comment section below. Now our final weapon is the Deafening Whisper. This is a legendary energy grenade launcher. This one has a unique frame in that it's a wave frame. So one-shot handheld grenade launcher where projectiles release a wave of energy when they come in contact with the ground. The only other grenade launcher like this is Martyr's Retribution back from Season of Dawn. This has a RPM of 72 and has 1 round in the magazine. Once again, we have a few launcher barrel options available. Linear Compensator will provide +5 to your stability, +5 to your velocity, as well as your blast radius. That is a top tier option. Quick Launch is also another viable option. This will increase your velocity by +10, but also your handling by +15. In your magazine option, you only have 2 choices, with the top tier option being high velocity rounds. This will improve your reload speed by +10 and further improve your velocity by +10 too. Now in the final 2 columns, this is where the grenade launcher really comes to life. For PvE, you have a couple of choices, either Lead from Gold, where picking up heavy ammo also grants ammo for the weapon, or Ambitious Assassin, which overfills the magazine based on the number of rapid kills before reloading. And that's very good for ad clear and allows for a much larger magazine. Viable options for the Crucible are things like Killing Wind, which have been available on pretty much all these weapons so far, but a new perk here called Surplus, and this increases your handling, reload and stability for each fully charged ability. And that's a very strong perk to have, especially inside the Crucible. And in the final column, we have 3 standout choices. We either have Rampage, where kills with the weapon temporarily increase your damage by up to 3 times. Autoloading Holster, where holstering the weapon will automatically reload after a short period of time. But the top tier option, in my opinion, is once again Wellspring, where kills with the weapon will generate you ability energy, and this energy is divided between all your uncharged abilities. So if you can find a massive group of ads to take advantage of Ambitious Assassin to overfill your magazine, you can also utilize Wellspring to fully charge all your abilities, allowing you to throw grenades as often as you like, creating very strong build potential indeed. So there we have it. That is a look at all the weapons available from Wrathborn hunts in Season of the Hunt within Destiny 2. If you have any particular roles that you like or any role suggestions, then as always, be sure to sound off down in the comment section below. Now if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel. And if you're brand new here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always guys, but I will catch you all again very soon.